أهلا 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 يا جماعة من كفرة. Je suis retour et je vais mouiller. Hello, hello, hello from Kafra. I am right now in Kafra, which is in the south of Lebanon. I'm taking a semester off. I'm going to be living with my mom for a little bit. Right now, my primary focus is taking some time off for myself, focusing on my mental health, and, just focusing on building my own definition of happiness. What that means is building a sense of happiness that, is free from, being influenced or affected by any external factor, circumstantial factor, my physical health, anything that really goes down in my life that I have no control over. For the longest time, I constantly stressed on trying to control my future. That's fine to a certain extent though. Basically, the reason why I'm starting this vlog is mainly so that I can document my, journey down this path, so that I can share with you, whoever it is that watches this and whoever feels like this resonates with them, my experiences as I myself learn how to do this, and, just learn how to live in the moment. Living in the moment is so much easier said than done. The way the world works today, we're constantly pressured. It's so hard for us to not get caught up in the, in the motions. We're constantly trying to make that money. Basically, you gotta pay those bills. I want to be a doctor, God willing. And, for anyone who's in the pre-health track and knows how difficult it is to not get caught up in this idea of perfection. And honestly, for the past 4 years, I really got caught up in this idea of like living up to the standards that med schools, especially Western med schools, set for students like me, and it really got to me. I actually started going down a downward spiral. The more I tried to pressure myself to be perfect, the worse it got, the more self-destructive. It's because I had no, way of channeling all of that stress, all of that anxiety. This is something I don't really share with people, but I'm epileptic, so I've been on medication for the last 8 years. But for the longest time, I was having crazy mood swings. I was misdiagnosed as bipolar, and honestly, I was just in a really bad place. I was very self-destructive, and I preached so much about self-love, but I didn't really love myself because I let people treat me badly, just for the sake of some sort of reassurance from them. I was a bit of a people pleaser. I didn't stand my ground so much. And honestly, that's just a thing that a lot of people do just to get by, just to make life easy. It wasn't until I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna take a semester off. I'm gonna put a pause button on my life, and I'm gonna take care of myself. My mom always tells me, whenever I call her crying because, I failed a quiz or, something, went wrong. She's always telling me just calm down. Think about your nerves, think about your body, think about all the damage you're doing just by stressing in this very moment. And that really resonates with me because if you think about it, your health truly is your wealth. You have no currency that is as valuable as your health, your life, your soul, your experiences, and everything you do. And what better way to rejuvenate that by taking time to yourself every day, every single day, whether it's spiritually, whether it's working on your body, whether it's reading a good book. I started spending more time alone, and that really kind of like opened the door into, self-reflection, and I'm really proud of the progress I've made, but it's only been like 3 weeks, so really there's not much that I can right now share with you guys. But what I am excited to share is that I really want to, make this experience, I wouldn't say publicize it, because I really don't care about how many likes or follows this video gets. I just really hope that someone that watches this video sees it, hears what I'm saying, and is like, you know what, I'm gonna give that a shot, because honestly, I haven't felt this good since I was a kid. Like, I'm on an olive tree right now. My grandpa's olive tree. It's beautiful here. I'm taking one online class, which I totally stressed yesterday. I don't agree with the way education is structured personally. I feel like we could totally teach people the same information that we teach them in a much healthier way, in a way that's focused on applied knowledge instead of memorizing, cramming, and writing down on a piece of paper. You know, especially if you want to be a doctor. Well, I like to say healer now, just because it's, I don't know, to heal just feels more personal, more, you know, connection based. And that's what I want to do. But you can't do that. You can't help anyone if you haven't helped yourself first. You know, when you get on an airplane and they talk about, you know, it's safety rules, you always have to put the mask on you before you help anybody, even a kid. You can't help anyone, nor can you accomplish what you want to accomplish unless you are okay. And that starts with accepting that it's okay not to be okay. And I want to share this on, you know, Mental Health Awareness Day, just because for the longest time I was not aware that my mental health was as bad as it was. And thanks to my friendships that I built, the therapy I went to my parents, family, you know, even the strangers I've met from traveling have really woken me up and made me realize that life's too fucking short. Like, life's way too fucking short for you to sit around and wait for happiness to come to you. Way too fucking short for you to go find happiness. You build your own happiness. You are your own happiness. Your happiness is found within you because you are happy if you want to be happy. And it sounds so cliche for me to be saying this, and you realize that it's easier to just let go and just be. Like right now, I've been sitting on this olive tree for an hour now. That's therapeutic. What's not therapeutic, watching a Netflix show just because you're feeling low, or, you know, as much as they're like, yeah, you should totally just go watch your favorite show. No, go out into the nature, go breathe fresh air, and it's so much better than any show you could watch. Another thing that really opened my eyes was traveling. And I've been so blessed because my parents, my dad lives in Uganda, my mom lives in Lebanon, and I'm in the States. So I've been really blessed to be able to travel, even though it's really expensive for my family, and I do have to save up a lot for it to happen. It's definitely worth it. And something about myself is that I like to make the most of everything. So, you know, I didn't have that much traveling opportunities growing up. My first the first time I ever traveled alone anywhere was to the States for college. And so, you know, I do make the most of every little opportunity. So even locally, even in your town, go out, go to the nearby town, go check out that museum, that local museum that you've been overlooking. Go talk to the locals, just explore Earth. I promise you, there's so much out there. Gonna, for the next 3 months or so, just be, you know, posting regularly tips for how I do things. It's really just what works for you, and that's the point I'm trying to bring across here. At the end of the day, you just have to be real with yourself. You really have to look within and just tell yourself, what is it that I'm constantly looking for, that I just need to let go of and allow the universe to bring to me. Because I tell you, the law of attraction is so real. If you don't believe it, that's cool. I promise it's something that you can only experience while it happens to you. For the longest time, I put God and, you know, speaking things into existence at the back of my mind. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to, like, jinx shit. But, like, when I actually started being careful about the things I said, being careful about, you know, the way I say things, the way I think about things, I was so amazed by the way everything just started manifesting the way I wanted. And it's really all in here because we are all connected. We are all within one energy source. So what I think and what I say does have a physical impact. Alright, so the next time you think negative thoughts, next time you wake up feeling really low and depressed, which is completely normal, by the way, because the way we're living as humans right now isn't normal. Just think, what can I do to change my thoughts and change them into something positive? Just try it. It's all about structuring your day but also going with the flow, because life's just too damn short